In this video, we are going to talk about the range type in Python. The range type is going to be used in the for loop. So before we can talk about the for loop, we need to talk about the range type. So the range type basically just represents a sequence of numbers. To create a range object, just use the following function range, right? And then you're going to supply it with at least one number, but up to three numbers. So a start number, a stop number, and then a step number. So it's start, stop, and step. If you omit the step, so you just give a start and a stop in parentheses, then the step defaults to 1. So the numbers in your sequence will go up by 1. And the start is where they would stop, and our start, and the stop is where it would end, basically. If start is omitted, right, then it defaults to 0. So when you only give one number for the range object, it is the stop number itself. So let's just take a look at this example, and you can kind of see some of the details. Okay. So in this example, just so you could see what these range objects are, right? If I just say, for instance, go down here and type range 3 8 like this, it's just going to print out like range 3 8 basically. So you can't really see the numbers that would be in the range object. So in order to do that, what I've done is just encase them in a list function, which we haven't talked about yet, but we will, and then printed the results out. So when I do that, now you can see the actual numbers that are in the range object. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. Here the start is 3, the stop is 17, and the step is 4. So it starts at 3 and goes up by 4. Right, 3 plus 4 would be 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19, but you'll notice 19 is bigger than the stop, right? And so therefore the 19 is not included in here, and neither is the stop for that matter. Okay. All right, next up, here I have range 317, so the start is 3, it goes up by 1, so 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 all the way, and then here you can see 16. Okay, and so the next one should be 17, but you'll notice it does not include the stop number right in here, so it doesn't include this last one. All right. Same thing here for range 3. Here I only specify the stop. So this one is going to start at 0, right? And then go up by 1 since the step is omitted. And then it's going to stop at 3, but remember it will not add this 3 in there, okay? And so range 3 is 0, the sequence is 0, 1, and 2. All right, next is the next example. I have a start of an 11, the stop is 4, and the step is -2. So in this case, it's going to start at 11, go down by 2s, right? So 7, then 5, and then the next one would be a 3, right? That 3 would be less than the 4. So again, that 4 is not included in here. So. And in the last example, I have a start of 14, right, and a stop of 5, and the step is 4, right, and so it would start at 14, right, but since this step is positive, right, that would be going up. 14 plus 4 is 18. That's automatically, right, starting off bigger than this number right here, and so therefore you get nothing in that case if you don't have a negative step here, okay? So you have to be careful about situations like that. You could get some unexpected results. You're thinking, hey, this should work like this example here, but it will not do that, since if I start at 14 and start counting up by fours, right, that would actually be an infinite list, right, and but of numbers. But here in Python, it's just going to return the empty range in there. So again, it's just something to be careful of. Okay, that's it for the range. Next up, we are going to use this range function in the for loop.